like a pack of hot dogs slapping around.
I like your lipstick.
Thank you.
That purpley blue one, huh? Sparkly?
Yeah, it's that sparkly one that like you had in your bag for a while.
Ty. Oh shit, we're live. All right.
Perfect.
Everyone just saw how stoked I was right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki, you're the presenter.
I'm presenting.
Yeah, you're Dave right now. You're the Dave.
Presenting Nikki Simpson.
I always wanted to be Dave. I mean, look at me.
You've kind of like right now with the glasses and everything. I feel like you're kind of getting there.
I have this leather jacket right here. Watch.
Yeah.
Nikki just has the whole costume like, oh, she's like, oh, I have the rest of the Dave costume right. Let me just.
You have to smooth all your hair over to one side though.
Oh wait, I got it.
Yeah.
Dave.
That's perfect. That's perfect, Dave. Classic.
What?
Nikki.
Everyone do the Dave.
Do the Dave.
Yeah, when you do it in front of your face,
I need
it
my
looks
other
like
hand.
something's born.
Hold on.
Yeah. That's
Good.
what obstetricians see.
Huh? I hope people think
That's
that
what
we're in the
obstetric-
Illuminati now like this. All right, I feel like
I knew it.
like a wackadoo. Like a free
Their
shavakadoo.
own show. It's the Illuminati.
I mean, look at her. She's a fucking witch. And she's a part of the Illuminati. And she's naughty.
The Illuminati.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
No, that's what it should be called. The Illuminati, but it's spelled Naughty.
That's going to be our new group chat.
The Illuminati.
Illuminati.
That's a good one. I'm not mad at that.
Perfect. Fitting.
I miss you, bitches.
So,
I miss you too.
I don't know. Did you guys check out that premiere episode of Ink Master Angels on Spike?
SpikeTV?
Yeah.
Did it happen tonight at 10?
It was tonight at 10.
Eastern time.
For like
9 Central.
only like a quarter.
I bet it was above average.
Well, we're not your average angels. Someday I'm gonna find out what an average angel is. That's
Not
my goal.
us.
Well, you know who it isn't.
You know what? Average angels have their wings growing out of the skull. That's
who's
that's
average?
why none of us are considered average angels.
You know who's average?
You know who's average.
You fucking loser father. That's who.
You loser father.
You know who isn't watching tonight?
Yeah. Fucking loser.
You loser father.
Guys, look, I'm in bed.
So
I'm near a couch. You know who has a couch on his front porch?
oh yeah, we are. Yeah, we're live, right? Like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kelly, you're the presenter.
Oh, sick! Thank God.
Present to us.
I mean, if you guys, if you want, I could try and do a good job. Like, so I don't know, Ryan. You got to compete in this one. How was that? You opened the whole thing.
I just wanted to be a pioneer, like Tony Malone.
So we have some questions that some of our followers asked and wanted us to answer. I suppose we should start.
Let's start.
Can we start?
Let's do it.
Right. First. Okay. What would your dream tattoos... What would your dream tattoos that you would love to do? I'm not I'm not a fool.
What
I'm just
are
what it says. What are our dream tattoos that we would love to do?
huh? Man, I get to do my dream tattoos all the time. That's like I'm real lucky with that one. I just like illustrating like ghost stories and weird stuff, and people end up asking me for that. It's spooky people. We can smell our own kind. So I end up tattooing a lot of spooky things on a lot of spooky people. I don't know. I think I have this whole story that I talk about sometimes about like an old crotchety man living in a shack in the woods, like near a river, and like kids say that his house is haunted, and they try to go there and like see how haunted is it, but he's always on the porch and he's like, you kids want to see a real human hand? And he's just got a box with a human hand in it, and that's what I want to tattoo on someone. I want to illustrate that story, but
Come to my
no
house,
one
Kelly, and
up
take
on
photos.
no, I don't want to illustrate a human hand. I want to illustrate an old man on a porch scaring a bunch of kids, showing them this human hand. Because I've had that story in my head for a long time. I think it's rad. No one wants it.
I like that.
Kelly,
Yeah.
somebody definitely wants that right now.
I want the person who's been dreaming of that to find me.
DM Kelly Doty.
Yep.
Send your messages
all
her
the-
way.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
Are
you watching?
I mean, I'm lucky because whenever there's something that I really, really want to tattoo, something that I'm like, oh man, I really want to tattoo that about it, and there's somebody that kind of like is up for the challenge, that takes me up on my offer.
What are you doing?
So I've already had so many clients get tattooed, the things that I was, at that time dreaming of getting. But I don't know, my dream tattoo, like ideally what that is changes all of the time. I, just said my dream tattoos constantly. There's nothing that, there's nothing that like I've ever really wanted a tattoo that, has been like a pipe dream for so long, because are so awesome, and they trust me enough to like, let me experiment a lot of the times, and I'm lucky because of that, so it is.
Well,
Nice.
shit. That's gonna make mine sound stupid.
Wait, you want to tattoo Wheezy, don't you?
Box, so you're.
Well, I mean, what, Kelly?
I already talked about like wanting to tattoo an old man scaring a bunch of kids with a severed hand. So
I
like
that, though.
You're fine following that up.
Nikki,
Okay,
you just want to tattoo Wheezy.
I mean, like whatever Lil Wayne wants, that's my dream. But
who?
Lil Wayne, Wheezy,
Yeah.
Young Money. But my dream tattoo would be a gorilla with a bag of dicks. There's a reason. So, when I was an apprentice,
why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
What are you thinking, like in black and gray or in color?
It didn't matter. So when I was an apprentice, my mentor would give me different projects to draw, just to teach me how to draw. Like he's like, draw a Coke bottle sprouting arms and kayaking, or, whatever. Just to not teach me to be a tracer of any kind. And one day I got sick of it, man. I was just like, dude, give me like a normal thing to fucking draw. Like, tell me to draw a fucking skull, whatever. And he's like, you know what? Just for your fucking attitude, you're going to draw an entire flash sheet of a gorilla and a bag of dicks. And I was like, no, I don't fucking want to. And his buddy came in that day and he's like, why are you being such a little brat about it, Nikki? Just do it. So he's like, you know what? Let's do this. This is like considered my first competition, I guess, because he's sitting at one table, I'm sitting at the other. And he's like, you know what? A real tattooer can draw anything. You and I are gonna draw a gorilla and a bag of dicks. So whoever wins, you know, or whoever loses has to do the whole flash sheet, like a bunch of them. I don't know. So the dude that came in and was telling me that, he ended up drawing on a piece of a paper bag, like a watercolor on a paper bag of a gorilla portrait with the word in very translucent writing, dicks, all behind it. And he framed it and gave it to me, and that was one of my gifts given to me when I graduated, I guess, my apprenticeship.
Aw.
So I want to tattoo like the
Nikki.
most ridiculous gorilla and a bag of dicks ever, just to show my mentor just what I can
Like,
do.
there's so many directions you can go with that, because it could be like a Santa Claus gorilla, and he's got like his Johnson sack behind.
Yeah.
Or like he could be like, you know, like a boxcar hobo gorilla, and he's got like the stick with like his wiener satchel on the end of the stick. He's hopping trains. There's a lot of directions you could go with a gorilla and a bag of ding dongs.
Ding dongs, yeah. So yeah, I think that was his point. He wanted to see who got the most creative, and I guess I lost my first challenge because that dude really whooped me there. But speaking of challenges, we have another question.
Maybe that'll be on the next season of Ink Master. It's gonna be
What?
the gorilla in a bag. That's gonna be on the next season of Ink Master, I think. Season 10. Watch out for
Well,
gorillas with sticks.
that brings us to the next question, because if we could design a flash challenge, what would it be? Look, I'm Dave already. Watch.
That's a good segue.
I know. Oh, I have 20%. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, if we could design a flash challenge, what would it be?
If we could design a flash challenge, what would it be? I can tell you, it sure as hell wouldn't involve sparks.
Can you guys see me? I think I got all weird.
No,
Yeah,
we can't
no,
see
you're
you at
gone.
all.
Oh no, hang on.
I don't know. I would definitely want to do something where Oliver and Chris and Dave would somehow have to participate, where, you know, like you have to like somehow spray paint them, like their actual like bodies or something. I just want to put them through something. They're all really nice guys, but man, they lord over you through those flash challenges, and I feel like I would want something where they have to participate deeply uncomfortably.
That's amazing.
All of a
That's all.
sudden, the flash challenges turn into like Saw movie, Saw 14. Master.
Yeah, if all of the flash challenges could be presented by that little puppet riding his tricycle and just asking, "Do you want to play a game?" Like that's how the flash challenge would go for me. Just that's, you know, I'm built that way.
No, it should be like Ink Master and Saw join forces.
Yeah.
Or it's just Dave Navarro that comes out on the little tricycle.
Want to play a game?
Oh.
I think it's good. If Spike's watching,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
I mean,
can't
some people are
lose.
gonna lose body parts. How much do you want it? Like, do you want it more than you want your thumbs? Show me.
or they have to tattoo severed body parts from the
Oh.
Like cadavers.
yeah, like today you have to tattoo.
Cadaver would be the name of that episode.
They did too. Well, they didn't actually tattoo the cadavers, but
Well, you know, like tattoo today you have to tattoo a head, and it's like a human head. Like, let's just get real with it, right? Too dark?
Yeah, there's probably no legal ramifications for that.
You know, donate your body to science. I guess, you know, There's something scientific about it. So when did you discover that you wanted to be a tattoo artist? Was art something you always knew that you wanted to get into? Kelly?
Um, I always drew. All I ever did was draw. Even when I was really little. My grandpa still has this piece of like yellow legal paper that I drew Scrooge McDuck on, and it's hanging in his living room as we speak. It says like by Kelly, age 5.5. So yeah, all I ever did was draw, and I'm an only child and I'm an only grandchild, so they put all their eggs in this one basket. And I think they were like, well, she's Sweet Thing's not going to be a doctor, so we're going to really try to foster this art thing. Um but yeah, I saw my grandpa's tattoos when I was really little, and I was all fascinated by them, and I think it just kind of like, stuck in there. And I've always wanted to tattoo. And so I'm living my dream. At any given moment, I'm pretty much living my dream. How about you
Sick.
guys?
So sweet.
Aw.
Sorry, I was checking to see if we're still live because apparently there's some, when you go to click our thing, it says a live recap and then it stops streaming.
Well,
Are we?
Okay,
It
it's still
says
live.
live.
All right,
Okay, good.
cool. What about you, Ryan?
What was the question?
When did you discover that you wanted to be a tattoo artist? Was art something you knew that
Oh yeah.
you always wanted?
I definitely always. I mean, I think the first time the idea like dawned on me in my mind, I was probably like 12 or 13. I just didn't know how one ever like, would go about going into the tattoo field. How does one even begin that? So, I thought that, tattooing was like less realistic than, another career. So I went into, fashion and did fashion for years, but I didn't like it because I didn't like sitting, for me, I didn't like sitting in a cubicle, like, working so long, so many hours, so long, and putting all of my creativity into these projects, and, having somebody else put their name on, on my work. I felt like, art is a really personal thing, and it's a really important thing. And I knew there was like more important things I could do with my creativity and with my artwork. So, left New York City and moved home, could start an apprenticeship. Um, I was like 24 when I did it. It was like later on, um, in my 20s. It wasn't early on. I wasn't young when I started, and it was really, really, really hard. But like, I early on that what I was doing previous is gonna make me happy for forever. And everything about the lifestyle of, a really hardworking tattooer is what I've always, really wanted. So
I like that you were like, "Oh man, I don't know if tattooing is a realistic or achievable goal. I'll go into fashion."
fashion
Like,
design, yeah,
I like that was the jump that you made.
yeah. I was like, my life can be like, Devil Wears Prada, no big deal. That's totally reasonable.
Perfect.
Yeah, the obvious choice.
What about you, Nikki?
Uh, well, I was working at Guitar Center and I was 19 years old and I was sleeping on a couch at some person's house and I was making like $180 a week and I had nothing going on for myself and um I was just like, if I have so much free time, I have no commitments, I have no children, I have no relationship, I have no house, no nothing. I am never, hopefully, never going to be this available to apprentice under anybody. And I worked at like call centers before then, and I I just didn't want to be doing any kind of nameless 9 to 5 thing. I went to college and I was studying to be in journalism because I wanted to follow the careers of successful people and that glorified lifestyle. And then I realized that I would be making a career out of glorifying other people's lives. And I just thought, like, well, my life is kind of shit, so there's nothing really to lose. I can only go up from here, hopefully. And then same, Ryan, I thought it was unattainable. I thought it was unrealistic, but I put the feelers out and put a portfolio together and went to a couple shops and saw who would take me on. And I think it just worked out perfectly. But I knew I wanted to be a tattoo artist since I was probably like 15 or 16, but I didn't think it was realistic. And I decided to go for it once I had actually gone into the real world and realized, like, yeah, this life is not for me. So what was the most challenging challenge of your individual seasons and this season's? Challenging
Ooh.
challenge.
The most challenging challenge.
I'm gonna
I
have
don't know. What do you guys? I mean, I
Am I
there were a
still
lot of things
upright?
that were really.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to
What?
connect to the charger.
Oh, I have to charge mine
I'm
too.
dying.
Sorry. Fuck. What was our most challenging challenge of each of your individual seasons? We were on the same seasons. Sorry.
I think at first,
Unfucking my
I
life.
think at first the challenge was the biggest challenge was like getting of being on the road, right?
I think they meant what's our most Jesus Christ. What's our most
Like
challenging?
like an actual like tattoo challenge or flash challenge, like which was like the hardest for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
are
think
you?
that's what they mean. And then from this season.
Oh, I thought they meant like in life. How's it going? What's challenge?
Ah, let's not go there.
Probably interacting with people. That I'm gonna say interacting with people is my biggest challenge.
I'd say the most challenging challenge was going against Kelly in season 8 because that just sucked in every way possible.
That sucked, but it like the actually doing it, I think like going up like against each other, like it was kind of great. Like I liked getting to like work with you and like work alongside you, and for me it was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
That one. So I've got a different perspective on the end, I guess.
So optimistic.
What a dick. I don't know. I thought that one was cool.
Optimistic. No? Okay. And this season, I don't think we're allowed to talk about things that happened in our season yet.
There was some
were
really hard
there was
shit
some-
that happened this season.
Yeah, there were definitely some big challenges this season. I mean, if I'm being really vague, which I'm going to be because I'm not going to give anything away, I will say that like part of what makes Ink Master Angels great is the fact that each episode there's a really powerful moment when it comes to the Angel face off, and I feel like even though that was very, very challenging because you're getting such a huge outpouring of emotion, it's also the most rewarding part for me personally. Like it was pretty incredible. So just getting
Yeah,
to
me
see
too.
something like that.
What do you think, Ryan? What was your
Yeah.
most challenging? Ryan, what was it like to tattoo against Tone?
To be honest, I was really freaking nervous. How nervous I was.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, we
I
went
mean,
out in Vegas.
it's not
and
only
you,
like, I mean, I was nervous for a lot of reasons. Like, it was scary. Well, I mean, first of all, because I think Tone was, you know, he's a really good tattooer, honestly. So I thought it was a pretty even playing field right from the beginning. You know, it wasn't like I didn't go into it being like, this guy, you know, he holds his own and he put up a good fight, and I knew it. I knew he was going to. So, you know, that was a little scary, but it was also like the first time that I had competed since the finale, you know? So there's a little bit of pressure there because the last time I was in a competition setting, you know, it turned out good. And it's just putting myself, it's like going back to the Hunger Games. You know what I mean? It's like you survive the Hunger Games the first time and you're like, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again. You know, it's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of pressure being the first one to do, you know, this whole experience and to witness and participate in a whole new competition, you know, because even though we are, you know, the judges now and we're calling the shots, we're competing again.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to get back into the competitor mindset and get your head in the game and get focused. And it doesn't get any easier ever.
you had to
You know,
set the stage.
Also, like going up against Tone was probably pretty nerve-wracking because I mean, he's a competitor and he's already beaten some, you know, 1920s newspaper boy and taken his outfit from him. So who's to say what he's going to be capable of? He could do anything.
Yeah.
He was very nervous.
Yeah, it was scary.
What city what city haven't you visited and would you like to go and tattoo in? Kelly?
I want to go to Sedona.
You have a tattoo in Sedona?
Yeah, let's go to Sedona, season 2.
Sedona.
Sounds hot.
It is Kelly.
I
It's
want to
worth it.
tattoo. I want to tattoo internationally. I want to tattoo in Reykjavik. I want to go to Iceland and tattoo in Reykjavik. Anyone
That
else?
would be awesome.
Yeah, I want to fucking.
It sounds
I wanna go to
cold.
Reykjavik. I want to tattoo inside of a volcano, and then I want to hang out with a tribe of puffins. I don't know if puffins travel in tribes or if they're in like schools or, you know, I don't know the name for a group of puffins. If anybody can tell me the name of a group of puffins,
A puff.
I'm happy to hear it. I bet it's adorable.
I hope it's one of those. I hope it's one of those groups that it actually becomes less plural and becomes like puffy, like Puffi. It refers.
Can you look up?
Maybe they just add an umlaut over
for
the
a
U.
group of puffins?
Comes to puffin,
Honey?
you know.
I want to tattoo on the
amongst
top of
adults.
Machu Picchu.
On the top of a mountain.
Mhm. I want to tattoo on top of a mountain and listen only to the soundtrack for The Sound of Music.
It's a puffinry.
That sounds
That's
like
what
a
it is?
factory where they make puffins. A puffinry?
Wait, what is it?
A puffinry.
Okay, here we go. It's
Oh.
a burrow, a colony, and a puffinry or a circus or an improbability.
An improbability of puffins?
Yeah, according to Google, an improbability or a circus. Good job.
I like a group of anything.
That's fake
called
news.
Improbability.
That's fake
That's
news.
how I'm going to refer to us from now on. It's an improbability of
Circus.
angels. Maybe we have puffin wings. I don't know. Angel anatomy.
Where do I want to tattoo?
Oh man, I went off on a tangent. I forgot that was the question.
Puffery. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. All right. What's the most meaningful tattoo you ever gave? Anyone?
Oh,
I'm gonna say I see it's the mastectomy tattoos for sure.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah, by
yeah.
far. I'm
That
doing
this month
another one.
Ink Mag. If you pick up Inked magazine this month, it's an entire issue. It's devoted to survivors of breast cancer who have had mastectomy cover up tattoos. So anybody watching this, pick up Inked Mag this month. It's really got an awesome message and a ton of these badass survivors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here. Yeah, same here. I'm doing another one too.
Are you going in October?
Probably late October, maybe November.
Yeah.
I have to
October is
I have to contact her tonight actually and get things squared away, but I'll be doing one too. I'm really excited about it.
Yay.
Yeah.
They're definitely the most rewarding tattoos that I've ever done, because they're
Yeah.
not just tattoos, you know, to relay a message, you know, or to commemorate somebody. They're tattoos that really, really, really do help these women heal and see themselves differently and see the struggle differently, and they see it as, you know, they're taking control back over their bodies, and they're choosing what they look like, and they're choosing what they want themselves. And when they take the control back, they, you know, make the decision of their bodies instead of cancer, you know, deciding. It's a really, really beautiful thing. You know, it's moving, and there are, you know, many other types of tattoo, I think, that are that powerful for both the person getting tattooed and the tattooer, you know, because you that moment together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Kelly?
You know what? I tattoo a lot of cutters and a lot of people who have scars from cutting and scars from, you know, like possible suicide attempts. And I'm always like, I don't want to say I'm happy to go over them, but I guess I am, because you get to be part of something. Someone's come back from that level of darkness, and they're looking to, you know, put something beautiful on top of, you know, a chapter in their life that's past now. And I don't know, I think that's awesome. I definitely have, you know, a lot of ties. I have a lot of ties to mental illness and to depression, and you know, it's something that really resonates with me. So I automatically feel like I have a connection with someone when I'm doing those tattoos, because you know, it's just this unspoken thing. We see each other, and you know, we understand each other on a very, you know, basic level right out the gate. So those are always really special tattoos for me.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't even matter what I'm doing on top of it, because it's usually something funny too, which I think is rad. Doing a funny tattoo on top of something that was, you know, a place for so much darkness. But
Yeah.
Totally.
I like those.
Yeah.
Nikki, what?
Huh? Oh. I mean,
Ah,
I did the same mastectomy tattoo last year. That was, you know, really, really touching and really special. I I don't want to give it away, because one of the most meaningful tattoos that I've ever given is on this season. And, you know, everybody's just going to have to wait and see, because it's, you know, I tattoo a couple times, but um, there's one in particular that really hits home. and both of us got very emotional. And what's good is, you know, that person's going to be able to tell their story, so the whole world will get to see it, you know. So we have hold on, ask, okay. People want to know what you're doing with your dresses, Ryan. Huh?
Where'd Ryan
think
go?
Think we lost her. Uh-oh.
Do we have a stand-in? Can we get a stand-in for Ryan?
We need a stand-in. I don't know.
I think I've got a gray wig around here somewhere. Actually, I could stand in.
Let's answer until she pops back in. What is your advice towards young females trying to form bonds and friendships with each other, while society and media perpetuate female jealousy and the myth that there is no female solidarity, preventing them from having positive examples of sisterhood?
Damn, that is one hell of a question.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about this, Kelly.
Yeah. Man, here's the thing. I think it's a very strange myth that
Would you like it?
women aren't, you know, able to get along and support each other, and that there's an innate competitiveness, like an innate negative competitiveness. Because while I feel competitive against you, and I feel competitive against Ryan and Gia, you know, it's not something that's negative. It just makes me want to be a better tattooer. I feel the same way with anybody of any gender, though. You know, it's not specific to women. Anytime I see an awesome tattooer, I just want to be better. And then I don't find it hard to get along with people, because I'm just kind of a people pleaser. I don't know if it's because I'm socially awkward. I'm like, just please, let's make this easy. You know, I want to get along with everybody, and I also want to do my best. I feel like a lot of people are the exact same way. You know, I just feel like I want media to represent reality a little bit more, and I hope that's what we're doing. I felt like that came across in tonight's episode too. You know, people are competitive against each other, but when it gets down to it, we're all there for the same reason, to showcase great tattooing.
Right. Well, and you know, I think society can see things from their end of the television screen, and you're not really going to know what it's like until you're actually in the lifestyle and you're in the community. And I have a very, very good rapport with so many female tattooers, because I think when you are a female and you come across another talented female tattooer, or somebody that does a style that you really like or that you respect, there's an immediate understanding that you kind of just get each other. And you know, there's only so many of us, and I think it's a wonderful thing when we can just push each other up and keep moving and keep going forward. And the real tattoo industry is not as competitive as what you see on Ink Master. You know, we don't try to compete in a way to cut each other down. Well, you know, the only competing that really happens is, you know, maybe at a convention and somebody's trying to get first or second place for best of day or whatever. But we all are artists, and we all care so much about this craft that we want everyone around us to do as good as possible, because we want tattooing to be wonderful and we want it to be amazing. And I think in a television competition setting, yes, you know, people can be extremely competitive, and the female card, you know, you can see that being thrown and the cattiness can happen. But cattiness happens just as often as girlfriends being made. It's just spotlighted when it's in a very tense situation. So I think it's great that we did become friends and we wanted to see each of us grow and move forward. And we didn't care who wanted to win. We just wanted one of us to win because we want to see our friends succeed. And I think it's a good thing that we prove to people that there is, you know, female solidarity, and we can show a positive example of sisterhood, because, you know, look at all that we've done so far just from supporting each other and not, you know, giving into the standard of, oh well, that bitch, like, she's in my way. You can do so much more when you put those differences aside and use each other's power for one greater good, you know what I mean? And um I guess when it comes to advice towards young females, don't look at the next person, I would say keep that healthy competition mindset in your head, because if you want to be better than someone, that's going to make you better than someone, but that doesn't mean that you have to look down on that person, or, you know, use them as a stepping stone. Use that other person as an inspiration, as that helpful tool to move forward, and watch both of you succeed. Because I tell you what, success feels good, but it feels way better when you share that success with great friends, right?
Yeah. I think that's just, I mean, that's just good advice for anybody. You don't need to tear somebody else down to make yourself feel better. It's never made much sense to me. You know, just do your best. Keep doing your best. Keep trying your hardest, working your ass off to be as good as you possibly can be. And if someone else is better than you, then try again. You know,
Right.
that's all you do. But to tear somebody else down so that you can, you know, stand triumphantly over their corpse, you know, that's hardly a great triumph. That's just you being an asshole. You
Right.
know, you want to succeed based on how good you are, and based on the fact that, you know, you went up against someone who's a fierce competitor and maybe you came out on top. That's, you know, that's literally for everybody. It doesn't matter, male, female, you know, other. just just do your damn best. It's not even hard.
It's not that hard to do the best.
It's just for Christ's sake, just do your best. Why do I even have to say that out loud? God.
Why should fans keep watching the rest of the season? Um, because it's fucking Ink Master Angels, man, and we're fucking angels, and we're flying around the country, and we
They got
got
little wings
doing.
coming out of their head.
Well, I think a good thing about watching the rest of the season is, yes, Ryan won tonight, and you know that's something that we've all seen, and I have no doubts of her succeeding and all of us succeeding, but I'm really excited to see to see how America reacts to some of the people that do make it past us. And you know, I just can't wait for people to see those people, like, to for their artwork to be put on display like this. You know, I'm really stoked for that, and you guys get to watch us go back and forth about, I guess, different aesthetics. I mean, we all judge in our own ways, and a lot of people are going to surprise you. I think there's going to be some underdogs that are going to really blow your mind, and I think that's going to be really cool for people to see. You know, not expecting someone to come out on top when you think it's a dead giveaway, because this is a competition. It can go any way.
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm really excited because, you know, there's been 9 seasons of Ink Master, and by this point it's great because you're very familiar with Oliver and Dave and Chris, And it's nice being able to see the things that they're focused on as artists and as judges. But now there's new judges and it's us, and you get another perspective on different things in the tattoo industry that are important. You know, my aesthetic never really aligned necessarily with Nunez, and that's totally fine. There's room for plenty of different points of view and aesthetics, but now you get to see these different things being critiqued and different things carrying artistic weight. And I'm really excited just to see another take on tattooing.
Word. Ryan, you're back.
Sorry, my phone died.
Ryan's back.
We have a question just for you.
What is it?
People want to know what you're doing with all of your dresses.
Okay, so what is happening is the dresses, all of the dresses that I'm wearing in episodes, at the end of the episodes, we are doing a little project with Spike where all of the dresses are going to be auctioned off at the end of each episode. The dresses I wore in that episode, and all of the proceeds that, you know, are created from this little auction are going to be charity or an organization dealing with, you know, or involved with the issues that we are addressing in each city. So in Vegas,
cool.
you know, all three dresses that I wore, you know, in the episode, they are going to be for sale. They're going to be auctioned off, and all of the money is going towards, you know, an organization related to addiction. And hopefully, you know, we could raise a little bit of money for the cause that we're, you know, highlighting, and people can give back. So that's what we're doing.
That's dope. I had no idea.
You didn't know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Just, you know, because like it's just a chance for us to give back and for, you know, people to contribute, and hopefully it'll raise awareness to, you know, direct organizations in the cities that we visit, and people can help and get involved if they want to. And this is just the first step where we can all contribute.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. You know, like, I feel like that it pretty much embodies the entire spirit of, you know, Ink Master Angels. A lot of people are like, oh, why's it gotta be angels? It's stupid. And there's a very good reason. You know, it's because the whole spirit of this series is that you can help people. You can help people through tattooing, and you can help people in a multitude of different ways. And Ryan getting to like auction off your dresses from every episode, that's just another way to help people. So
Yeah.
if that's another thing that can come from this series, that's amazing. Like, that's exactly what we want, is for more people to find different ways to help other people.
Yeah,
It's
so rad.
again, hard. There's so many ways that you can help out.
Yeah, and hopefully, like, even if you don't want, you know, the dresses, even if you're not interested in them or whatever, it'll still bring a little bit of awareness to the nation and allow people to get info on, like, you know, contacting themselves, or contributing, you know, in their own way if they wish. And I hope that they do. You know, I hope that people, because of what we're doing, become aware of these issues, and they're able to contribute what they can when they can, you know, because we can all give a little bit. Like, everyone has something to give or something to contribute to help another person or help people in you know, a situation they relate to or they don't relate to. You know, just because, you know, you haven't experienced it for yourself doesn't mean you shouldn't have, you know, understanding to the struggles and understanding that, you know, we all have so much to give. We really do.
Yeah. Like,
So
I
go ahead.
no go. It was crappy. It was just go.
No, I'm sure it wasn't crappy.
Oh no, it's already out of my head.
All right. So one last question, because I know it's like insanely early over there where you're at, Ryan, and it's getting late over here.
It's 6 a.m.
when's
here.
God,
Ugh.
you are devoted. When's Ink Master Dudes gonna air?
Ink Master
What?
Dudes has been airing for 9 seasons.
Ink Master Dudes.
Ink Master Dudes has been airing for 9 seasons on SpikeTV. It's a great show. You should check it out. It's called Ink Master. You're gonna love it. It has an all-male judging system. This guy, Chris Nunez, Dave Navarro, Oliver Peck, some real dudes in there. Check it out, you guys. I think it's gonna do great. I think
There's
it's gonna last for a while.
There's a spoiler. 8 out of 9 seasons. No, sorry. 8 out of 9 seasons. Dudes win.
Honestly, I
Ink
think they're
Master
doing
Dudes.
great.
Yeah. Okay,
Don't
guys.
worry, I think dudes are safe. You're gonna
dudes
be
will be fine. And we have some
Yeah.
more dudes on our show. There's a whole lot of dudes.
Wait, what if there's? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
What if
there's
it
a lot
instead of having
lot of
a
guys on the show, it's not an entire like female contestant base. It's all sorts of different people being represented, and it's just a female judging panel.
wait, guys?
So don't worry.
What about
Guys
instead of
aren't dying out yet.
what about instead of having an all dude season, what if we have an all nude season? And it's like the Naked and Afraid.
Ink
except
Master
it's
Nudes.
all-
Christ. Oh God, no.
And
I
all Last challenges are the Saw movies. Let's just combine it all.
Just
Saw,
we gotta wait and see how this
Ink
season
Master,
runs.
Naked and Afraid.
If people even want
That's
us
getting
back,
really
and
surreal.
then...
That sounds like a David Lynch film by this point.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go draw.
Okay. I
Kelly.
missed you
Nighttime
guys.
is the right time.
I miss you guys.
No, Ryan, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm tattooing Nikki in 2 weeks.
We never traced my chest.
That's okay. That's okay.
Who cares? We
Wing
can
it.
whip shit up.
Wing it, you guys. Angels.
We're gonna wing
Wing
it
it.
because we're angels.
Not average angels.
The tattoo's not gonna be average. I'll tell you that.
It ain't gonna.
Oh
you
yeah,
know who
and
is
we're going
average?
to be. That's right, and we're going to be streaming the tattoo that Ryan does on me on Facebook.
We are.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh man.
This just in.
Uh,
Woohoo! So I have to like handle it like a champ, otherwise I'll get teased. Woohoo! Okay, guys.
all right.
This
well,
was fun.
Let's go to our respective beds and.
I really do. It really does feel like we're hanging out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look at us hanging.
We're just hanging.
Just hanging.
Season
Hanging
2,
dong.
we have to do. If we do season to do this from all of our hotel rooms and continue to hang out. At night.
God.
Yes. That's
Start
fine.
setting it up and putting it on us while we're sleeping, so we could all like sleep together as well.
Yeah, that's so romantic.
It's
And-
so healthy.
It's
It's really
it's a really good idea.
healthy.
Okay. Thank you to everybody who watched and tuned in. This was really fun. And we're going to be doing this again sometime soon, either with each of us or one of us at a time. It's going to be cool. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be rad. It's gonna be tight. Tight is tight.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm excited about next week as well. Tune in for that. Tuesdays at 10 on Spike.
I hope everybody liked it.
I
liked
did
it.
anyone else notice that there was a female announcer?
I did. It wasn't the normal like movie phone guy, like monster truck presenting everything. Not that I dislike that at all. It gets me amped up. But I like the fresh blood in there.
Yeah,
Ugh,
that's good.
blood. Fresh meat.
Ew.
Fuck.
Gross, Kelly. All right, on that
All right,
note,
girls.
all right, let's get to bed
I'm
and
wrapping
let's
it
drop.
up.
All right.
Let's do our things.
Thanks
Okay,
for watching,
bye,
you guys.
Thanks,
Love you guys.
everybody.
Bye.